Chase. He's got it this time. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To the air again, Burrow. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this is incomplete. So we've and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Burrow on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Forced out to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Mixon. Powers through it, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They go play fake. Mahomes flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Being chased out left. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Right? 3 yards remain for second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to Mixon on second down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by a field goal. Under 1:20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. To throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by 5, 1:09 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatline.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 16. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals sin.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Kansas City defense, they make their way onto the field now. And they're just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation. So what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
I think he said a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to set a 3-man rush, maybe you make it 4. If it's 4, maybe you make it 5. Anything to make sure that he can't just sit back there all day and find a target. And then you tell your secondary, play your normal coverage and maybe an extra step or 2 back.
Yeah, be careful that nothing goes over the top. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very